right, guys. Well, this is Kara from iStampin.com. Thanks for joining me for another edition of iStampin Live. And as a reminder, I do upload this to YouTube. So if for any reason, if you don't catch the live version, you can head on over to my blog, iStampin.com. Later today, I'll have a blog post of the project that I'm making, as well as an edited video. So you can always head on over to YouTube and to my blog and then watch it on YouTube. Also, if you are watching this video, if you comment, share in the text box here on Facebook, if you share it with your friends on Facebook, your name goes into a drawing for a free giveaway that I will announce next Friday. So I'm going to announce this week's giveaway winner. So Tammy M, you were the winner for last week's giveaway. So I will be sending you a sweet little gift in the mail next week. So be on the lookout for that. So congratulations. And if you do watch it on YouTube, you can comment there that you shared it on your Facebook page, and I'll go ahead and put you in the giveaway as well. But we are going to make this absolutely adorable little apron box. This is using the Apron of Love bundle. And when I saw this in the Occasions catalog, oh my gosh, I was like, I was so excited. I knew I had to make something and show y'all. So you can find this on page 47 of our Occasions catalog. And if you don't have a copy of this already and don't have a current Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, get in touch with me and I will get one out to you, as well as our celebration brochure, which is our sale that goes through the end of March. So for every $50 that you spend before tax and shipping, you're able to pick out a free item from the celebration catalog. But anyway, I just had to show y'all this little box is just... This little apron box is just so cute, and I just slipped in some little gummy bears in one of our little 2x8 cello bags. But I'm going to show you how to create this. It's just darling. Here I cut out some little scissors that you can stick in the little apron pocket, and there's just a lot of different things that you can do with this project. As you can see here, there's just all these little fun sentiments, and it's just so cute, and really it's not very hard to make at all. So the paper that I'm using, this is coming from Tutti-Fruitti. So if you actually get the bundle, when you get the bundle, you save 10%. And if you purchase the Tutti-Fruitti Designer Series paper, you've already qualified for one celebration item. So that is wonderful. Good morning, Emily. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is actually create the box. And what I've done is I've cut a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. This measures 4 inches by 3 3/4. And you will want to get out your Simply Scored scoring tool, because we're going to actually score this to make the box. So what you will want to do, and because this box is almost the same size, you do want to make sure that you're paying attention to the measurements. So this is the 4-inch side, so this is the landscape. And we are going to score these at 1.5 on both sides. So what you want to do is score it and then turn it around and score it again at 1.5. And then on the portrait, we're going to score it at 3 3/4, turn it around like this, and oh, hold on. What am I doing wrong here? Okay. Completely. Okay, let me cut another piece. I messed up. Okay. I love live videos. Okay, so on the 3 3/4, let me just imagine. Okay. All right, so at the 3 3/4 end, you're going to score this at 1.5. Okay, yeah, this is right. Duh. so just ignore what I just said. So now, so at the 4-inch mark, we're going to score this. What am I doing wrong? I thought, is this right? This is not right. Oh my gosh, I just made this thing. 1/2. Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay. I guess this is not right. Gosh. Okay, y'all get to see my mistakes live. Okay. Cut another one. Did I do this one right? Okay, Hey Anna, how are you? You get to see me making mistakes online and I don't. I guess that's right. I don't know. For some reason that didn't look right. Okay, I guess I did do this right. Okay, y'all. Okay, so on the 4-inch side, you're going to score it 1.5 on both sides. And then on the 3¼ inch side, you're going to score it at 3/4 on both sides. I'm not quite sure why this looked wrong to me when I was making it the first time. So just ignore all of that. That was quite embarrassing. Oh, goodness. Okay. Do y'all ever have that happen to you? You just kind of, you're making something and for some reason it doesn't look right and you just kind of just fizzle out. I don't know. This just, okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and make it. Hopefully this works. It just doesn't seem like what I just did. Okay, so what I'm doing here is just cutting up to the 3/4 inch mark, and then I'm just notching the inside piece, and this just allows us to fold the box better, have a nice little clean edge. Okay, then what I'm going to do is take my bone folder and just burnish all the edges. And I'm going to put this thing. It makes the box, but guys, honestly, I don't know what I did wrong. What I'm going to do is, well, it works. I don't know. It's a little bit different than this one. I'm not sure what I've done, but I'm going to figure that out and I'm going to post the correct dimensions. But this one will work. I'm sorry. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing wrong here. All right, so here I've got my tear and tape. And what you're going to do is just put a piece on the middle flaps, and then you're going to put tape either on this side or that side, so whichever one you prefer. And the tear and tape is a great adhesive. It will keep your box together, and I'm just going to burnish the tape. This is going to drive me crazy. I don't know what I am doing wrong, but it will still work. It just won't. The side flaps just don't meet all the way. Okay. So what we're going to do from here is go ahead and build up our walls. See, that's what I was afraid of. So just put up the sides. Guys, I swear this is really easy to do. And for some reason, I am just royally screwing it up on this live video. Okay, you have to envision that this flap comes over another 1/4 inch because on the sample, you have clean edges. And honestly, I don't know what I did wrong. I'm gonna figure it out. And on the blog post, I will have the correct dimensions. I cut it the right way, I scored it the right way. Not sure what I'm doing wrong. But anyway, for demonstration purposes, it's still the same dimension on the inside. So there's our box. Okay. So the next thing you're gonna do is do all of your die cutting. This is what I recommend doing. It makes it super, super easy. So this is using the Apron of Love bundle, and these are the Apron Builder framelits. So what I have done is I have gotten a piece of paper from the Tutti Frutti 6x6 pack. I thought these strawberries would just be adorable to make an apron because you know sometimes aprons are a little kitschy. So I thought this would be just super cute. I've been dying to use this paper. And then I just got a coordinating pattern to make the little apron, the little pocket. So what framelits you will need is the apron, and you're going to cut this out twice. So when you cut this out on your Big Shot, make sure that if you're using a pattern like these strawberries, that you know that it's on straight. You know, you don't have it wonky like that. So you're going to need 2 of those. Then to make the apron strings, you're going to use this little guy. So there's some small pieces in this collection, but don't worry, you'll do a good job with it. And so I cut this out. So as I'm showing these, I guess I can show you. So here's the 2 apron pieces. And then for the apron strings, like I was showing you, this is the framelit that you're gonna need. I cut this out in Night of Navy, if I can get them. They're really thin pieces, just to go along with the box that we created. And then there's a couple of little apron pockets. You have this one right here with the little scallop edge with the little eyelets. You have this plain pocket, and that's semicircle. And then you have this little rectangle one. So I went ahead and used the scallop pocket. And so here's the little pocket front. I just think this is so cute. And there's the other side of that pattern. So I just thought that was so cute how it pulls out the lemon lime twist. And then now you can use either your silver foil paper or I used the glimmer paper. I cut out a pair of scissors. So again, that's one of the framelits right here. And then I'm going to do some stamping, and I'm going to be using lemon lime twist for the stamping. So you just want to get a scratch piece of cardstock. So again, that's the Apron Builder bundle. And so what I have found the easiest thing to do is let's go ahead and put the apron strings on top of the apron. And I'm just using our Tombow mono liquid glue for this. You can use your fine tip glue pen if you want to do that. Either one is fine, but you're just going to put just a tiny, tiny little dot. And you know, there's a couple of ways to do this. If you want to line it up on your grid paper and grab the apron this way, I tried it, and I'm just going to just do it this way. I'm just going to hold it, and then I'm going to flip it over, and then with the glue being wet, I can kind of reposition it like so. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. So it gives you, you get the idea. So if it's not lined up perfectly on the back side, you know, you can readjust it. So we're going to do that for both sides. And so have y'all gotten this this bundle yet? Or have y'all played around with it? It's just absolutely darling. Oops. My fingers are a little sticky. I think they're also a little sweaty just from being nervous about messing up that box. So things are sticking a little bit more than usual. Okay. Oops. There we go. And if you have to add a little bit more glue, you can. But so there's the front of our apron. And ideally, these flaps would go all the way to the edge, like I said. So when you are looking at the box, you want the edge, you want your seam to be in the back. So we're just going to visualize that that's the way it is. And I'm just going to put, holy moly. Okay, I'm going to do this again because that box is too big. It's too wide. Oh, Lord. Okay, so we're gonna do this on the 3 3/4 side. We're gonna score this at 1 1/2. On the 4-inch side, we're gonna score this at 3/4. And let's keep our fingers crossed that I just did not do this. I'm getting ready to say a bad word, guys. Okay. This is so embarrassing. Oh my God. I don't think I have ever screwed up so bad on a Facebook Live before. I swear I thought I did it this way. Okay, so 1 1/2, 1 1/2, 3/4, 3/4. Oh my God, what the heck am I doing wrong? Oh, you know what? I think it's 3 1/2. Oh my Okay. All right, guys. You want to cut your cardstock to 4 by 3 1/2, not 3 3/4. Then on the 4-inch length, so on your landscape, you're going to score it at 1 1/2, rotate it, and score again at 1 1/2. Then on the 3 3/4 length, so on portrait, you are going to score it at 3/4 and again at 3/4. Okay, and this should be correct. So we're going to cut this. And so just the exact same steps as before. And my apologies if y'all are watching this. It's crazy how you make it and then you write the wrong measurement down and it just doesn't work. I guess there's always a first. Well, Linda, you may not want to watch from the beginning because I royally screwed up the box, and I think I got it down now. Okay, so burnish all the edges. But of course, you can rewatch it. Yes. Okay. Yay. All right, so again, take your tear-in tape. There's the edge. And we will put a piece in the middle flap. And then we will put a piece on the edge. Here. And down here. Okay. And then what I'm just going to do is burnish with my bone folder. Get this tape off of me. And let's keep our fingers crossed that this one works. I guess this is good practice, not just getting completely flustered and saying, ah, screw it. Okay. All right, so now let's build the walls. So far, so good. Okay. All right, so there's our box. Again, the sides that point towards the back, that's the side that you want to be the back. And let's put the little apron on there. Okay, and the apron fits, yay. All right, so now, Linda, since you joined us, it's good to see that oh my gosh, Emily, that was crazy. I was royally screwing that up. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just glue the aprons to the box, and I'm just going to put the glue on the front, outline it, and then just put a little bit in the middle. Get this hair off of there, there we go. And just line it up. You want to make sure that the edge of the apron is flush with the bottom of the box. And you can press your fingers on the inside and get a good seal with the glue. And then let's just do the same thing on the back. And like I was saying, I just love this pattern paper. I would love to have an apron in this fabric. I think it would just be darling. Okay, and then we're we're just going to do the same thing, make sure that it's flush at the bottom, and then just press. Okay, and there's our box. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now what I want to do with the little apron pocket, and my fingers, I've got glue on them, I want to be able to slide something in there. So for this, I made, I die cut out some scissors. So there's other little things that you can put in here. There's the framelits, there's some, little kitchen tools, and then they have some barbecue tools. So, if you want to be able to slip the little cute little tools inside your pocket, you don't want to adhere the pocket completely to the front of the apron. So what I did is I'm just going to outline the bottom of the pocket with some glue. And then that will allow, and I'm not going to put it straight across because obviously that would completely close it. And then that will create the little pocket where I can slip the scissors in. And so you just want to center that onto the front of the apron, kind of imagining where a pocket would be. And so just press down. And let that set up just for a few minutes. You don't want to go ahead and slip your scissors in there now because it could just completely pop off. So why don't we go ahead and do our stamping. Oh, thank you, Linda. I'm glad you like it. This little project is just darling. It's so fun to make. So these are the little scissors that we're going to slip inside the pocket, but we'll do that in just a second. Now, for the stamping, again, this set just has so many things that you can choose from. It's, best mom ever, best dad ever. So there's some Father's Day, Mother's Day cards. It says, I love baking, I love stamping, I love barbecue. So, there's just a lot of different things that you can do with this. So if you have somebody who's crafty, the way that I'm going to show you how I did. So I did I love stamping, and I heat embossed this with white powder, or white embossing powder. So I just thought that would just be fun, since I love to stamp and I have friends who love to stamp. Hey, Tammy. Yes, you'll definitely have to watch the replay and hear the good news. So I'm going to use our Versamark ink and our white embossing powder, and I'm going to do just a little bit of embossing. So what I like to do, this is Lemon Lime Twist cardstock. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. So I'm pulling that from the Designer Series paper. This is our little embossing buddy that you want to use to get rid of all of the static that you may have on your paper. And I know this is going to be super, super, super tiny, so I'm hoping that y'all will be able to see this. So I am just going to stamp I love stamping right here in the middle of the cardstock. And then I just keep my embossing powder in these little containers. I think y'all probably have seen that. Seems like to be a popular way to store it. So I just slid that in there, and you can see that that's what it looks like. So let me go ahead and get my heat tool, and we'll heat this up. And this heat tool does get hot, so you want to have something hold the paper. So if you put your fingers down there, it will burn your fingers. It just takes, a few, maybe 20, 30 seconds for it to get hot, and then it will melt the powder. There we go. Okay, with embossing powder, you do just want to remember not to heat it for too long because you could scorch it. So once you see the powder melt, you know, just kind of like let it sit there for maybe a few more seconds, and then you should be good to go. All right, so what I did, I've already done this because just for sake, I went ahead and I've already embossed this, and I cut this out, you know, fairly close to the edge, just leaving a little bit of a border, so it kind of makes like a label. So just take your scissors or take your paper trimmer and just cut that out. And then this is going to go right up here. And then I'm just going to use the glue again and just put a few dots on the front, or on the back, I should say. And the reason why I like to use wet glue for projects like this is because it allows me to slide the elements around if I didn't position it correctly. If I need to adjust it, the wet glue gives me that ability. So if I was using glue dots or snail or something like that, I mean, it would just, I'd have to peel it up, and more than likely I would rip the paper. All right, and so now we can slide in our scissors. And again, like I said, I used glimmer paper. You can definitely use the silver foil paper. I just found the glimmer paper first. And that just slides in right there. Isn't that adorable? And it's pretty snug in there. So if you were afraid that they were gonna, you know, if you don't want your recipient to be able to pull them in and out, you know, you can just put a little bit of glue behind the scissors and just stick it in there. But isn't that darling? And then what I did is I took our little 2x8 cello bags. You can find these in our annual catalog, and I just stuffed them with gummy bears. And then I tied it using our lemon lime twist. This is the ombre ribbon that's also in the annual catalog. This is just 1/4 inch wide. And I just, you know, I filled it up to however many gummy bears I thought, you know, somebody would like to have. I just tied it, a bow around it. And then, you know, the cello bags, you know, they're 8 inches tall. So whatever, you know, I had about maybe 4 inches left. So I just snipped off the top of it. And then that just slides right there into your little apron box. And that is it. What do y'all think? Oh, thanks, Emily. What do y'all, okay, if y'all like it, give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up, tell me what you think. I just love these. These are darling, darling, darling. Just so cute. And you just have so much variety of options with this little box. I just think it's, if I could, I'd send y'all, I wish I could send these in the mail to y'all. These are just so darling. Anyway, guys, well, thank you again for joining me. So that was, let me see if I have any questions. I don't think so. Just lots of hellos and like you like the project. So make sure that you share this with your friends so that you can get into the drawing for next week. But again, this was, thank you, Tammy. But again, this was using the Apron Builder, Apron of Love bundle, which is in the Occasions catalog. And like I said, if you get the bundle along with the Tutti Fruitti Designer Series paper, you definitely qualify for a celebration item. And please don't watch the beginning where I'm trying to make a box. It you may skip to the, anyway, with the edited video, I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll edit and put the, anyway, I may have to rearrange the way that I do the video. Not anything y'all have to worry about. But anyway, but y'all have a fabulous Friday. If you have any questions, you know, feel free to comment below and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And just thanks again for joining me for another one of my iStampin Lives. I'm just so happy that y'all like this, that y'all like them. And tell me what you think about this time. I'm looking between the 12 to 12:30-ish Eastern time on Fridays. So y'all let me know. I think that's going to be the time that I'm going to try to commit to each week. So if y'all like this time, you know, let me know. Okay? All right, guys, have a great day and a wonderful weekend. Bye.